Welcome back to another episode of the Grown Man Game Podcast. Yeah. I am one half of your host, Rod, and this is my co-host, Big Mike.
What up, y'all? What up, y'all? What up, y'all?
Yeah, let's get into it, man. So I feel like we gotta get like current.
Okay.
So like this, obviously, we got to talk about stuff that's going on right now, and I don't know if it matters to y'all, but it matters to us.
Mm-hmm.
And one thing I do want to say, and I don't say this very often, but it's something that's funny. You know, all the time you see people be like, "Free my cousin," or like, free whoever, right?
Yeah, free my cousin.
I very rarely am supportive of those particular instances in the sense that your cousin probably did something. Like
right.
more often than not, right? Like he may not be what they are fully arresting him for. They may trump up the charges and all that, but sometimes, man, your cousin he been terrorizing the community for years.
Your cousin is a gangster, man.
Not a good dude, but Kane Velasquez is out. He got paroled. You familiar with the Kane Velasquez situation?
No. Break it down.
So Kane Velasquez, a UFC fighter, one-time heavyweight champion. He ended up getting 5 years, sentenced to 5 years. But what happened was a dude molested his son, his 4-year-old son. He found out about it, found out who it was, and basically the dude took him on a high-speed chase. But he chased him throughout the city. I think it was like an 11-mile chase. He was firing shots at him, finally cornered him, let loose in the car. The dude was with his dad, so he ended up shooting the dude's dad. The actual guy he was chasing ended up not getting shot, but the dad got shot. So Kane ended up getting time for brandishing a firearm, whatever it is when you let off a gun in public, attempted manslaughter. They ended up working it all the way down because the dude who he was chasing is still going through litigation. They're still trying to convict him, but they haven't put anything together. So he did 11 months of a 5-year sentence, so he's on parole. But man, free that guy. You know what I mean? Like, this is one of them situations where, okay, all right, we can free Kane.
Get Kane out.
Because I'm doing the same thing, man. Like, come on.
Yeah, I'm about to say, Kane, if you need, you know what I'm saying? Holler at me.
That's crazy.
Nah, I don't got no guns, but I know people. You know what I mean?
Exactly. But so I wanted to say that because something I just saw the other day was like, because I remember when it originally happened, I was like, oh man, they're gonna put him away forever. Because I thought he killed the dude. And I guess it wasn't. The dude who got shot was the dude's dad. But anyway.
So did the dude's dad die?
No, he survived.
He survived. Okay.
Yeah,
that's good.
He didn't have it wasn't a life-threatening thing because it was through the car. He got hit through a bullet through the car. It wasn't like he was, he pulled him out and shot him.
That's what you get for raising a molester, bro. So,
man, that's tough. Don't say that, Mike. He didn't know his son was gonna be a molester.
Listen, man.
But yeah, so that, and then I don't know if you've seen the Kevin Gates interview on Club Shay Shay.
Kevin Gates is very difficult for me to watch at times. I feel like my wallet is going to get taken at one point.
Man, he is an interesting cat, man.
I sometimes I take it.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know how to gauge him sometimes. He's all over the place. Sometimes he seems genuine. Sometimes he seems like he might just snap. You never know where he's at. But he was talking about himself. And he was molested as a child.
Oh, dang. And
by a man. And so Shannon was kind of trying to dig into it a little bit. And he was like, he not here no more. He's like, what? He basically insinuating. He's like, not saying that he did it, but he was saying like somebody took him out. Like, obviously he's not going to incriminate himself, but he's like, when you do that to people, you deserve to die. Mm-hmm. And then he was like, he meant all of that. He meant all of it. And he was just kind of talking about like how, by that guy, again, not saying that he did it, but leaving the interpretation out there that he had something to do with it. He was like, he ended some generational curses because he wasn't the only one. He sure it was other people, and there's probably people after him. Yeah. But he was the one that stopped it because of that. So, I feel all of that. I feel all of that.
Man.
I don't know that dang, I might kill some people. I might take somebody out. That might be the instance where I'm going to just go ahead and I got to go do time.
Yeah.
Mike can take care of the kids, take care of the family.
I got you. Put a little something on your books, too.
Yeah, I'm going to November.
We're going to have to rock a bye, baby. You got to go. You got to go. You got to go.
A 4-year-old kid, like a son.
You got to go.
Yeah.
You got to go.
Of all people, too. Like, maybe he didn't know it was, it doesn't matter, right? Like, not that it's okay, but I'm saying, like, of all the people, typically they're like, you know, people who are pedophiles or whatever, they typically look for families where the dad isn't involved or not present, or he doesn't have a strong presence. Kane Velasquez is a UFC heavyweight. Like, he would beat the brakes off you. You're lucky he wanted to shoot you, because he probably could have just beat you to death in the street.
Oof.
Why his kid? Like, what was your thought process, big dog? Not that you should have done it with anybody else, but man, you was asking to get killed.
I mean, the first mistake was wanting a child.
Yeah, for sure.
So, you know, that mind ain't really.
Yeah, you're right. It will already.
We can fix it. We're just gonna scramble his brain a little bit with some hot slugs, or maybe we can go Egyptian style and go ahead and just put a hot poker up his nose and fix you, man. We'll
pull
fix
it right on out.
Yeah, we'll tighten you up.
Yeah, that's crazy though.
Yeah, you got to go.
But yeah, so free Kane. And that's probably the only free that you can get out of me. I mean, maybe like people's like free Asada or something like that. Some old Black Panthers or somebody that's
rest in peace, Asada Shakur.
Yeah, political prisoners or something like that. Free them.
Free Mumia.
But the rest of them got to stay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I know that's your cousin and you love him.
Yeah, but you know he was terrorizing the neighborhood.
Your cousin was a gangster, super gangster.
That's what he signed up for.
Yeah.
You know, when you choose that life, there's only a couple of exits, right? Like, you either going to go on a box or you're going to go on the pen. That's pretty much how it works. So you sign up for it, even if your community or whatever, you don't have a choice. You're born into it. I hear you. But man, that's all a part of it.
Yeah.
You're born into that too. So you got to take it, unfortunately.
Which brings me to a side note. I got another side note.
I was going to say, I don't know how you segueing into this, but go for it.
Well, it's kind of the same. So there was a brother, I want to shout him out. I'll have to put it in the show notes. But I was watching on Instagram, and he had like a little short film on Instagram. So he's talking to himself. He's, by himself. He's walking in like New York or something. He's in the hood. A gang of black dudes is just, chilling down the block a little bit. He got to walk through them. So he's like talking to himself like, I got to keep my eyes on them, but I can't look too hard so that I come off as aggressive. But I also can't keep my head down and not look, at them so I don't come off as soft, and then they want to see what's happening anyway. Right. So it's like a whole 3-minute thing where he's just like, okay, you got this, dog. All right, we walking. And then you hear some of the cats that he's walking through, there's different personalities. There's always that one dude that's like, all right, homies, I hope y'all don't trip. I'm trying to do right by myself. I done gave my life to God. I'm trying to just chill, y'all, just chill. And the other dude was like, I got the heat on me right now, homie. Let me see. You better not act a fool. And it's like other cats is like, okay, you doing all right, homie. But if you trip, you get knocked out today. We're going to pack you out. So it was kind of like exaggerated to an extent, but it was like it was like a beautiful symphony of what, there is something. Sometimes we go through that as men, especially you're dating, a girl and she lives in this part of town and you're going to pick her up and you're like, oh, these niggas is outside. Right. But it was funny and it was, kind of real at the same time, man.
Hey, K-Dot, you good, bro? One of them situations. Went to go see Shireen.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. You know what's funny about that is we talk about code switching a lot. Not a lot, but we talk about code switching, right? Where we had to code switch to fit into quote unquote a society, right? Everybody got every black person has a white voice. Yeah. Right? Like, you get on the phone, you call in somebody, if I'm talking to you, it sounds one way. If I'm talking to the principal at my daughter's school, it don't sound the same. Right. But we also as I'm gonna say I'm suburban now at this point, when you live in the burbs, you have to code switch both ways. Right? Because if you go back to your neighborhood, or you go to certain neighborhoods, you can't show up as suburban Mike and suburban Rod. You just don't fit in. So we're in that in between. Because I'll find myself in certain scenario, and that's one thing I kind of envy about some people is some people have an ability to just be themselves no matter where they are. They don't care where it's at, right? They can go into the boardroom and they'd be like, nigga. And then they go to the hood and then still be that, right? And I wonder, like, sometimes, am I tripping? Like, do I really need to act like that in this space? Or could I have, like, just been myself and talked the way that I talk? And that even that's got layers to it, because I'm not like, you know what I mean? I'm not ignorant by any means. And so, I got a decent vocabulary, so I talk a certain way.
Yeah.
But, like, I feel in certain scenarios, I dumb down the way I talk, right? And then in some scenarios, I, like, play up the way I talk.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we have a work meeting. I'm not in there like, yeah, you know what I mean? And just because that's not the environment that's supposed to be there.
Yeah.
However, I remember the same company I'm at now, we had a teacher. He's not there anymore. He's a football coach and became a teacher with us.
Okay.
And he didn't switch at all. First of all, I didn't know how he got hired, because when I first talked to him, he was like, "Oh, what up, man?" And we're in the office. "What up, man? What's going on?" It's nice to see another brother in here. And it's like a room full of like white and Asian. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man, chill out, bro. You finna put me on the spot. Don't make my spot hot.
Chill.
But like in every meeting, he would like not always ask a question, but anytime he asked a question, he was like, he was him. Like he didn't shift. He didn't ask like, in the quarterly reports, what we noticed was, he was like, yeah, so I was looking at my emails and oh my God. But I envied it, right? Because once you code switch, you can't go back. Right? Because people will notice, right? They be like, Rod, is everything okay?
Yeah.
What's going on with you today? Like, you sound different. So once it's like respect, right? Like you can't come back for it later, right? So I always envy when people are able to do that and do it with confidence. You know, I think I might just be in a different generation of it, maybe. You know, where we felt like, because I'm a little older, we had to.
A little older.
I mean, I'll be 43 in a couple. You're a little older than that, so you gotta calm down. But I'm just wondering. Like, I think about that sometimes, and I think it may just be our my generation. Your generation is a little bit older, but we still were in that world where you had to kind of code. You had to be able to do that. You had to have a phone voice or whatever, or you know, when you're going for an interview, you had to talk a certain way to be taken seriously. People talk about like on your resume, you had to have a certain name, right? Because if your name was like Malcolm, you might not even get that.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Man, I had a buddy. His name is shout out to my homie Gary. His name is Gary and Gray.
Okay.
So he would always be like, "Man, you lucky you got that good white name, Mike Todd. You got a good white name." I'm like, "Yeah, I have gone into a different, a couple interviews, and they look up like, oh."
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I made it past the Negro detector.
Right.
Hello, I had some Mike time here to interview for the 5 years. I see myself pushing myself and just moving up in the company and doing.
Yeah, right.
Like, man, 5 years, man. I'm only trying to be here for 2 at the max. I'm trying to get up out of here.
Yeah. But, so why is it that you want to work here? Because I need money.
Stupid.
Like, why does anybody else want to work here? I don't love this company. I just met y'all today. I'm just trying to get some dollars in my pocket.
Why you in my business, man? Right? I'm going to do the job and then I'm going to go home.
But it's funny just because this is the most recent time. I don't really code switch the other way anymore. I've been in my circles long enough to just be who I am at this point.
Nice, good.
But where was I at? I feel like I was in a neighborhood. I don't know exactly where. I'm just gonna say a neighborhood. It was a hood, and went into a liquor store, gas station liquor store. It was a gas station, but it had one pump, so it's not like a real gas station. It's mostly a liquor store. I go in, nobody's outside. I go in, cool, get the little chips, drink, come back out, and it's like 4 or 5 dudes out there, little YNs. Like, they're young, but they're not super young. They young enough to not be old, but not young enough to where like they're little kids. So they're in that in-between phase. And they got on the YN uniform and, they just outside talking, just normal, like kind of cussing each other out, like messing around, probably joking or whatever. But one of them, like as I walk past, he like looks at me. And this is something we talked about this week on social media. It was like the shout out to Black people who say what's up to other Black people when they see him, or like at least a head nod. And it's a different nod for young and old. And he gave me like the young nod, right? He was like, and I was like, oh shit. And I just nodded down and he was like, all right, OG. And they let me go. But he gave me that what's up nod. And I'm like, yeah, nah, I'm not giving you that one, player. Like, just a quick nod down.
Let me get you that 40s.
I didn't give him the white one where you go, you give that fake smile, little hand. No, they probably would have checked my pockets. But he was like, nah, he was like, all right, OG. And then the other dudes said something to him and they just started laughing. And I was like, these niggas laughing at me. Let me get in my car and get the hell out of here. But yeah, man, I find that funny because I never thought about it that way until just now you're talking about it. I had to code back and forth depending on where you're at. That's crazy. Which is
something, I'm like, do I want to get into this? I'll get into it lightly, but I was trying to explain this to a white coworker who doesn't believe that there's no such thing as white privilege. And I'm like, yeah, man, you got white privilege and it's amazing because you have it and you don't even know you have it. Mm-hmm. Like, he would never have to code switch.
No.
In that way, right? He could do that. I've seen white people do that when they're around a lot of black people. All of a sudden they're like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? And you're like, hey, man.
Yeah.
Just be white. It's fine.
Like, Gary, you don't have to do that.
Yeah, stop it, man.
It don't even sound right.
Freaking Ian. But you don't have to go into an interview and put on your white voice. You can just speak.
Yeah.
And that's what I used to tell people that would do that, like, what's happening, Mike Tide? What's up, player? I'd be like, hey, man, just talk to me like you talk to your parents, okay? It's fine.
Yeah.
It's absolutely fine. But, yeah, man, that's just one of those things, that we have to deal with, that people don't understand that stress.
Right.
Where you have to flip back and forth, and we shouldn't have to. And I'm seeing, so my daughter... And then I'll see, Reese, Maddie, and Reese, the way they talk sometimes, I'll be like, oh, man, I need to correct. You know what? No, I don't. Go ahead. They got good grades. They doing their thing, whatever. They freeing themselves, but they be, I'm finna go get this right now, Daddy. What you trying to do with that?
Like, where did you learn that?
Exactly. You're about to, Madison, about to. I'm about to go to the store with Mommy, Daddy. Do you want anything? Okay, yeah. At the same time, I'm like, man, go ahead, be free.
Yeah. You know what? I think the lines have softened up, though, of like what's professional or what's like educated. Like, when he speaks so well. Mm-hmm. Like, that stuff is kind of, as Black culture, hip hop, movies, music, like as the lines get blurred with this younger generation, I think that goes away a little bit because you go on like the school camp, middle school campus, elementary school campus. If you close your eyes, you don't know who's talking at this point because they all sound the same. Mm-hmm. Minus, depending on the campus you go on, so you hear somebody say nigga, you know who it is. For the most part, right? I was at a car show today and it was a bunch of Mexican dudes. And I heard somebody say nigga. And I'm like, looking around, I'm like, what the fuck? But then it's just in casual talk. It wasn't like the hard ER. It wasn't talking about, and he wasn't talking about nobody in particular. It was like this, and he kept saying it. And then but I was behind him. So the guys that I could see were Mexican. And the guy who was talking, he had like kind of created they had crowded around him to hear what he was talking about. So to me from behind, it was just a group of Mexican dudes. So I just kind of swung around because I'm like, it ain't no way. I swung around. When I got around, he was a black dude, or he's mixed maybe.
Okay.
Because his face said black, his hair said Mexican. So I don't know. But because he had like the little Edgar haircut, but he had a nigga's nose and lips. So I couldn't tell, you know what I mean? But I'm like, he's black enough. So I'm what I'm gonna do anyway? I'm gonna fight this whole group out here at this car show? Mm-hmm. Like, nah, that's not gonna happen. So I was just thrown off because in the environment, it didn't look like anybody should be saying it.
Right.
But again, you close your eyes and everybody listen to the same music now. All these kids into the same stuff. So I guess they get to have a little bit more freedom than we did in terms of like how they can their code gymnastics don't have to be as on point as ours used to be. Like we used to have to hit 9.6 on the beam to
and stick that landing and boom.
Yeah, they out here just tumbling. They doing somersaults and stuff. They ain't got no real tricks. They just rolling around on the ground.
Man. Yeah, man. It is a trip. It's I mean, I feel like that's good. It's different times. I think that's good. Just allowing them to be able to be themselves and not have to figure out because they're going to not have to figure out how to maneuver in that kind of situation, because you're going to have to figure out how to maneuver anyway.
Right.
In different situations.
Yeah.
Whether you're a girl or boy or a young man, a young woman, like you got to figure out how to maneuver in different situations. You get in high school, you got to figure it out. Junior high, you got to figure it out. College, you got to figure it out. Me being at my job, because of, I don't have a corporate job, you know what I'm saying? So I got boots and gloves on. So I can be more, man, shut up, dog, before I smack the dust out your face. Or, in that manner.
Yeah.
But there's still a certain line, I guess I should say. There's still a certain line, like with certain people that I may be talking to that I'm cool with, I may talk a little bit differently. I don't really edit myself, but it might just be like, oh, that's extra Christian Johnny. So let me just make sure I don't put too much cussing on there.
Yeah.
I'm Christian too, but
But being respectful of him, though. I think that's a little bit different, though. Like, I think that's just a respect thing, right? Like,
okay.
But also still, to the same token, I think these kids don't have that same level of it, because there's certain things I wouldn't say around my parents. Some from fear, right? Like certain words you won't say, but then some of it was just respect. Like I wouldn't say stuff to them, or it wouldn't even be bad, right? Like if I did, like, I wouldn't think it was bad. I just wouldn't, because that's not the environment. Like when you're around adults, when I was a kid, you didn't talk certain ways, right? Or say certain things. My kids, man, they be around us and they just be like letting it fly. not like disrespectful, but just stuff that we would keep in between conversation with kids. Like we just wouldn't talk about it openly in front of adults. Like does Maddie still do the D's nuts thing?
No.
Okay, so anytime we talk about anything that's nuts or balls or anything, it's like, I live with teenage boys. like Ari said, she was like, I want to get some mixed nuts. We get like a bag of nuts, and the girls almost died. Like, mommy wants nuts. I'm like, come on, man. I would never to my mom say nothing like that. But yeah, and then they had this thing that they've been messing around with. So they use acronyms instead of saying like certain stuff. So they say SIBOW. You might say that.
I haven't
noticed. So SIBOW, shut your bitch ass up. And they'll say it to each other. And like the first time I heard it, I was like, what? And then I made them explain it to me. And it's partially my fault, right? Because I thought it was like, oh, that sounded funny. So I let them do it. And then they did it in front of Ari. Like, again, all right, you got caught. And I gave you a pass. That means you should probably just not do it, right? Nah, they just kept going. They rolled it with it.
We free.
So they say in front of her, and then she finally figures out what it is, because I told her, and she was like, "How you guys will say that in front of your parents, in front of your they're like, yeah, but we didn't actually say the words.
Side bow,
right?
Man.
Yeah, we didn't actually say the words. I'm like, yeah, they didn't, but like that would be like in my house, you couldn't say dang. Because it sounded too much like damn.
Yeah.
Like you couldn't even fake cuss. Like
I was just about to say that. We used to be like, shut the front door in front of my mama. Oh
yeah,
no.
Man. You get an open hand pop in the mouth.
Yep. I couldn't even say, Mom, you're lying.
Never.
You calling me a lie?
Never.
What?
She could literally be lying.
Yep.
And no.
No, can't say that. Say that.
But again, I think we're millennials, millennial, whatever generation parent you are.
Millennial is what I was told at work. I'm in between Gen X and millennial.
Okay.
So this dude created
Zennial. Isn't that what it is?
Millennial.
Nah, he just made something up.
Yeah, he for sure did.
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
But I mean, I'm a Gen Xer most of the time.
Yeah. But so I think we have, man, it's through the gentle parenting, and we parent a little different with a little bit more awareness, a little bit more understanding of what children are going through at a certain time, because we went through it. And so we're trying to kind of adjust some things based on the way we were parented. We allow them space to do these things. Like, I want my daughters to be able to advocate for themselves when they leave my house. So they got to practice it on me or practice it here. But I'm like, at the same time, man, I can't imagine even... to this day, I don't cuss in front of my mom. No. And not because she don't cuss in front of me, or like she would even have an issue with it. I just don't feel comfortable. Like, she might have a flashback, and then that'd be it. That'd be the last time you'll see me. But yeah,
miss you, Rod.
It's a different world. It's definitely a different world.
It is a different world, but I'm glad it's a different world, man, because
it's progress.
Yeah. It's progress. It's forward moving. It may seem crazy, but it's not.
Yeah.
It's just, oh, wait, we can have freedom to be ourselves and not have to pretend when we're even inside our own home, and keep everything locked up in our bedroom. And, we were here at y'all house when, the girls were talking about, what was it? The huz.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So I guess huz is short for husband, but they use it for girls and guys, whatever. And they started talking about, my huz, the name would be Maddie and Danny, or whatever dude's name was. It was like, it would be Daddy. I'm like, nah, you ain't no daddy but me. You lost your mind. But I'm like, the comfortability just to even talk like that.
Yeah.
It's beautiful, but God dang.
Yeah, we lived our kid lives in secrecy.
Yeah,
our parents are just now, like my mom is just now finding out how far we rode bike. We talked about this in the episode, and that's why she knew. Because she was like, she called me, she's like, you rode your bike where? I was like, Mom, that was 40 years ago. Like, there ain't no coming back for that.
Ain't no woman's coming out this time. I'm sorry, it's too late.
Like, we was on the other side of the world. Like, that's your fault. You should have put a homing device on us or something. Like, we was gone.
Oh, man. Let's jump into congratulations, brother.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Know what I'm saying? What you got going on, man?
To be congratulated for, what do I have going on? Man, I'm about to be 43.
All right.
So in a couple weeks, I'll be 43. And not that I was ever in a situation where, like, I didn't think I was going to make it to be 29, 21 or whatever, right? But what I'm realizing as when I turned 40 and up to this point and continuing, is like, I think when I was younger, I looked at 40 as like being old. And I joke around about it now and be like, oh, I'm old or whatever. But I feel like I don't feel 20. But I don't feel old. Yeah. Right. And I think that a lot of that is about, how you carry yourself, how you've taken care of yourself up to this point. Yeah. And then just how you move on a daily basis. And so I guess this is funny. I said this, I think I remember on the episode, I said it's funny me telling you what you should congratulate me on, but we'll do it anyway.
It's all right.
No, but I feel good. I feel good at 43. Went to the doctors, everything checked out. Feel like I'm still going up, right? When it's like back in the day, it was like 40, you see all the birthday cards like over the hill. Yeah. Nah, I'm still climbing. Let's
go.
And I think some of that is looking at, there's a chart, and I have it in my phone somewhere, but it's like where people became millionaires, or where, people who own certain businesses, where that business finally took off. A lot of them is 40 plus. So I don't think we had that awareness back then. It was like, 40 was midlife, and, everything was downhill from there. Haven't had a midlife crisis. I feel like I'm still going strong. I'm still moving in the right direction.
You still got that blue Corvette?
I do. That was a birthday present, not a
midlife crisis present.
I am not in crisis.
Okay, just checking.
And
I just had to floss for you.
Although I'm approaching midlife, I think I'm gonna make it to 90. I'm saying I'm making it to 90.
Yeah, I'm shooting for 90.
So I'm getting close, but not slowing down. And I think that's a good thing. I think I'm just more I'm wiser now about the things that I do.
I'm wiser.
Yeah, right. The circle that I keep, the spaces that I'm in, the decisions that I make. I think I have a better understanding of what works for me, and where I want to expend my energy. And so for that, like I feel like I'm on the right track, and I think that deserves congratulations. Because I know a lot of us are, reaching for straws and still trying to figure it all out. But I think I got it right now.
Yeah, man, you do, man. Congratulations,
Appreciate you, brother.
Congratulations, man.
What about you, big dog? What we got going on?
Man, you know what? I feel like every time I hop on here and I start talking about congratulations, I keep going back to health. But I guess that's, once you hit 45, brother. But I was proud of myself, man. I got my colonoscopy. I told y'all about it. We got a colonoscopy going on. Got the colonoscopy. It's one of those things where you're a little scared, you know what I'm saying? But, man, go out there, get your colonoscopy, man. If you're in your upper 40s, or if you got a history of colon cancer in your family, get that colonoscopy, man. It's not as scary as I thought it was going to be,
Okay.
So they gave me this giant jug. It's like 3 liters. And you just mix it with water, and it has a solution in it. You got to drink like 8 ounces like every 20 minutes. By the time you hit halfway through that thing, everything in your system is now gone. It's gone. And then the day of your colonoscopy, you wake up and you drink the rest. And yeah, man, ain't nothing coming out but lemonade every time you use the bathroom. And it is very tripped out. But that was the hardest part.
Okay.
Drinking that stuff and having to use the bathroom every 10 minutes. But after that, man, like the buildup is, the stress of the situation and what's going on? I don't know, man. I'm a man's man. You can't be. Man, it wasn't even crazy. I went in there, sat down for a while. They called me in, laid down on the gurney, They checked my vitals, asked me all the questions, yada, yada, yada. Put a little tube in my nose, told me to take a deep breath. I took 2 deep breaths, then woke up. It's done. It was done.
They knocked you out, huh?
Knocked me out, man. Like a light work. Light work knocked me out. I wasn't extra groggy. You know what I'm saying? I just woke up and I was like, oh, okay. Cool. And they found like one little, they call it a polyp, one little polyp, and tested it, and they were like, nah, man, it's benign, no cancer, you're good, bro. See you in, 5-10 years or whatever. But
damn, 5 to 10 years. Damn, that seemed like a long time.
You know
man.
what I'm saying?
Like anything can happen in 5 to 10 years.
I mean, you can talk to your doctor and go when you want to,
Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm not saying like go every week or nothing.
Yeah. But, it was just one of those things where it was just, I was at Costco. I went in there like 11, got out of there by like, they were backed up, but I got out of there by like 1.
Okay.
We were at Costco.
Like it never happened.
Like it never happened. I was like, dang, this is what I was worried about all them times. But yeah, it wasn't bad at all. So I feel good on my health journey, and it's starting to reflect in my household. Because even when I was leaving to come over here, Tiff and Maddie were, it's that time. So they want some sweets, whatever. You want us to pick you up something from, the ice cream? I know you're not really doing too much sweets like that, so I just wanted to ask you first. I'm like, no, I'm good. Go ahead on. Usually the weekend, I'm going to give you a little something.
You got to get a little something.
Yeah, but I was like, I'm good. I'm cool. I'm good. So go ahead. But just noticing and asking me that.
Yeah.
I was like, dang, okay, I'm out here doing a little something, right?
Yeah, and people notice.
Yeah.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
So, well, congratulations, brother.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
Get your booty played with. Come out on the other side and go get some wings.
Go get some wings, man. Shoot. 40 pounds.
Yeah, I mean, you don't want no extra sweets because you already had enough sugar in your tank.
Dang, man. You see?
But yeah, listen.
Brothers can't even, you know what I'm saying?
Listen. It wouldn't be right if I didn't. I didn't want to do it.
This is right.
Culturally, I had to.
You had to. Ain't no code switching on this podcast.
Yeah, bro, I had to. Like, I was trying. There was so many times where I was double dutching. I was
I feel you.
Let me go ahead and get
with your little sweet gas tank. Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not my bad, man.
It's all good, man.
Mary Mac. Yeah. But I got in there.
I was just, trying.
That's a lost art, man. I wonder in the hoods and the inner cities, are the girls still double dutching?
Man.
Because that was the thing. Mm-hmm. Even at school, they used to bring the jump ropes to school and they'd be doing it at lunch during recess or whatever. But I haven't seen nobody. We went to go visit Ari's cousin Keisha in North Carolina. And there was some people out there doing it, but it wasn't, it wasn't us. And so Keisha was like, "Oh, I think I could still do it." No, her nor Ari. They got in a couple little, but it wasn't like, when we was kids and they had a little barrettes pouncing around, the knockers, spinning around in circles and all that. I wouldn't pay money, but I would enjoy seeing that. I was gonna say I would pay money to see a little double dutch happening, but no, I would not. I'm lying. I would not pay a dime. However, if I stumbled onto a group of girls playing double dutch and doing double dutch, I'd be like, "Oh man, look at that! That would warm my little black heart." Yeah,
that's. We've talked about this before. This is a bit of a side note again. Welcome to the Side Note Show. Just real quick, and then we can get into the group chat. But it's part of Black culture, man. We've had the discussion about Black culture. Do we have culture? Do we not? I'm like, yes, we have Black culture. Black culture is so thick that the world loves it. Mm-hmm. But that double dutch, that's Black culture, baby. Mm-hmm. And the thing that I don't want to say I fear, but I do notice as we continue to move up and progress financially in the world, like, are we losing that part of our culture? Mm-hmm. Right? Is it rock and roll? You know what I'm saying? Where it's like, what? I don't listen to no rock and roll. That's white people stuff. Like, no, that's your stuff. What you talking about?
Yeah.
But is it double dutch just because I ain't seen, our daughters really don't double. They may hit the hula hoop. I remember the hula hoop.
Yeah.
I think Maddie double dutched a little bit at school because she went to a black school before we moved out this way. Yeah. But as we move into these better neighborhoods, there's less of us. Like, are we losing some of that part of our culture?
I feel like, I would say yes, right? Like some of it is getting left behind. And me and Ari's dad talk about this with baseball, right? Because we talk about like the Negro Leagues and MLB. Negro Leagues was doing just fine, right? Like it was popular. The players were, they were having a good time. The game was interesting to watch. And then Jackie Robinson gets to play in MLB, and very shortly after, Negro League baseball is gone. Damn. And never comes back. Like not even like it has its own thing where it's running on the side. It's like, nah, we can play with them now. So I'm not playing with y'all no more. And the game just falls apart and it goes away. And that, even now, looking back at it, like if you watch some of them old videos of those games, man, these dudes was killing it.
Yeah, beast.
Right? And it's not just like all the circus tricks and all that stuff. It's not like the Harlem Globetrotters. Like they was playing real baseball. Right? It wasn't like some dumbed up game to try to make it fun and exciting for the crowd. Like they was just playing baseball at a very high level. Yeah. And because we are progressing and moving up and, now we can play in MLB and the lines or the segregation and all that kind of stuff starts falling away, then we just like, all right, well, we don't need that league no more. And I think a lot of that happens in a lot of different ways, right? Like as we start to assimilate, we had to give up some stuff. And some of the things like double dutching, I think just in general, the way society is working right now, like people just ain't outside like they used to be. Yeah, that's true. Kids don't really play outside like they used to. And so some of those things are going to go away because of that. but also it's not as cool as it used to be, right? Even like just like the little patty cake stuff.
Yeah.
Oh man, they had so many different things they would be doing. Like my sisters would be out like, and then you learn them as a boy just because you're around. Like some of the stuff like slide and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But there's no use for it now. Like kids just don't do it because they playing Roblox or whatever, right? DTI and all that kind of stuff. And so I wonder if there is something though, right? Like if that goes away, what is the next thing that like is the Black culture thing? Because there's got to be something that's unique to us that is going on in communities and households that like maybe we're just not aware of, but that can be assigned to Black culture.
Mm.
It's just not double dutch anymore. It's this,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't know what that thing is. I'm curious though. So if y'all know, right, if there's like some Black culture kid thing that's going on out there that we don't know about, please share. Because
right.
Again, I'm not paying to see it, but if you record a video and send it over, I'll post it.
I'll go ahead and put a like on it.
Yeah. We got some double dutching going on for sure.
Yeah. Hey. Yeah, man, we like 40 minutes in, sir.
All right, well, let's get into the group chat and then get the hell up on out of here. You know what I mean? That's what they came for.
That's right. So, in the group chat, man, so I'm on the Instagrams, the socials, as I usually say. You got me, Mark Zuckerberg, that time. You got me. But I saw Kev on stage, man. I like Kev on stage a lot, man.
Mm-hmm.
Married brother, comedian. Christian dude, ball brother. Shout out to him. And my man, what's his boy?
Tony Baker.
Tony Baker, yeah. Mm-hmm. Shout out to Tony Baker. Used to watch you long time ago. Northside Comedy. People don't know. All right. Tony Baker is the biggest hater. I remember those. Hilarious. But he's just talking about a tweet. And the tweet was like, married man, how do you manage seeing an attractive person as a married man?
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, yo, let's put that in the group chat. So I'm going to let you, go ahead and kick that off, brother.
So if you guys haven't seen it, he posts like a video of it and kind of goes through it. And I'll say I agree with everything he said. And you guys obviously don't see the video right now. So I'll talk about why I agree with what he said. So seeing somebody attractive, like we're not blind. Right? Like is when you get married, it's not like automatically you don't see other people. It's not like when white people are like, I don't see color. Yes, you do.
Yes, you
right?
For sure
and you
do.
see beautiful women. Like we live in California, it's sunny, there's beautiful women all over the place, right?
Yeah, it's winter, 70 degrees, just to let y'all know.
Yeah, right. All this sunshine.
My life.
Seeing someone who's attractive and acting on that attraction is totally different thing.
Two different things, yeah.
Like you can acknowledge that person is attractive, and that's fine, right? Like you're human, but that's where it stops,
right?
So there's no need to manage anything. Like I saw her, and
right.
You know what I mean.
So what?
Not only that, I also realize being in a relationship, being married, I know how much work it is to stay in this relationship. And like, I know how much value I get from being in this relationship, that I would not waste my time trying to find or build that with somebody else. Like I say all the time, I don't know how dudes do it. Right? The dudes are like have two families, or like you got a wife and a side chick. Bruh, it's so much work just keeping my wife happy.
Right?
Jeez. I can't imagine like splitting my time in my brain and like having this world over here where I'm trying to keep this person happy. And then over here, I'm like, oh, I got to go take her out and spend. Man, hell no.
No, sir.
Like, I don't care how fine you are.
No, sir.
You are not worth my peace. You are not worth my energy. Like, I'm very, very happy where I'm at. I don't care who it is. Like we talk about like celebrity passes and all that. That's not real life. So okay, sure. Halle Berry walk up to the crib. She knock on the door right now. Ari would have to understand. But
you got to forgive me.
Yeah, but she know. Like, come on, man. But that's not gonna happen. Like you see somebody on the street, you run into somebody at the grocery store. Like there's a whole lot of work that gets into that before you get to something else.
Yeah.
If you don't get tripped up along the way, then you probably should reconsider the relationship you're in anyway. Because that's a lot of even if it was like like the movies, right? They see somebody in the movies and they kick the door in, kissing each other, and they have sex on the couch, right? That don't happen in real life. Man. Come on, man. That's not how it works. You're not finna see somebody at the gas station and the next thing you know, y'all in the bathroom. Like that don't happen in real life. Not with beautiful people. So again, like when you realize where you're at, as a married man, you made a commitment. You love that person. Obviously, there's some attraction there, right? I don't think you get to a point where you are in that relationship if you're not attracted to that person.
Yeah, exactly.
You know they're crazy, right? I think that's another thing. They're crazy, right?
Yeah,
Let's just keep it a buck. Everybody's crazy. I'm a little crazy. My wife's a little crazy, but I know her crazy, and I love her crazy.
Right.
I'm not going to take chances figuring out somebody else is crazy. God, oh man, come on. Like, I'm definitely not going to mess up this crazy that I can handle for some unknown crazy. like no.
My brother always says you got to read the fine print. I done read all the fine print for my wife, and now I got to figure out the fine print and what's going on with you and how you got 2 brothers in jail and you got to support them. They're going to be home in a year and that. No.
Yeah, look, you see it, you notice it, tip of the cap, you keep going. I don't have nothing to do with that. What about you, bro?
Yeah, I feel the same way, man. I'm going to jump into a story. Tiff, don't cuss me out. No, I told her this. We keep it clear and free and open to discussion. But so I used to work for this company called Redbox. You know, I talked about it in some of the earlier episodes. So I'm inside this store servicing a machine, and they got 2 machines in their store. They got one machine on one side and one on the other side. So I come in, I see this bad one, right? And the mistake I made was I saw her, but then I was looking at her, right? So there's a difference. You can see somebody all day. Oh, yeah, dang, she bad. Okay, anyway. But I was like, God, dang, see, oof, woo. All right, man. Anyways, let me get back to work. I'm tripping, right? So that happens. Fix that machine. Then I go to the other side of the store. I'm working on the other side of on the other machine. I'm over here stumbling and bumbling. Hey, baby. So I'm almost done with the machine. I'm about to get up out of there. I see the same girl, and she's just sitting there looking at me. You know, I'm married, Mike. Like, I don't know the game no more, right? So I'm like, why is she sitting there staring? God, what is wrong with her? And then, boop. Oh, she noticed I was looking at her.
She saw you seeing her.
And she was like, what's happening? And that scared the shit out of me. No edits this episode. That scared the shit out of me. And I said, oh no, never ever again, but that was one of those wake-up calls when you're just like, there's a difference between seeing somebody and looking at somebody. And I looked at her and never again.
She hit you with one of them club parking lot lines like, what up, big fella? I see you peeking, but you ain't speaking. Mike was like, oh, hi.
Hello. I was like, oh my God. Yeah.
No, I'm just filling up the machine.
Yeah. I gotta get out of here. Excuse me.
Yeah.
But she left after a while, and I was just like, oh man, I'm tripping. And then when I got home, I had to tell Tiff, like, hey, this is what happened. Of course, she laughing at me like, you goofy. I can't believe you. You just so goofy. Because she knows I'd never in a million years would ever, step out on her. But just, that was enough. That was enough, man. So I always tell, different, like, especially there's like dudes that I work with that are newly married or, dudes that are actually trying to, for real, be married that I'm talking to. Same thing you said. It's like, bro, I'm in love. I'm not blind, but it don't matter.
Yeah.
Just keep it pushing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If I see somebody with some fly shoes on, I'm like, oh, those are fly. Keep it pushing. I don't be like, I want your shoes.
Right.
I need your shoes.
Try to put my feet in them.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man.
Like, nah, man, I'm out, man. It's cool.
Yeah, I think that there's already something going on, maybe internally, and there's something you got to work through if, like, you have to look.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like you again, like you say, you can see something, but if you have to look and then you have to take it to the next step,
Yeah.
man, that's tough. That's a tough scenario, right? Because you seem to be trapped, my brother. Like you signed up for a life, right? Because everybody wants to progress in their life, and you want to get married, and those are like the next steps. You have kids and all that, right? But maybe you wasn't ready. You know what I mean? Like maybe you weren't where you needed to be, or there's maybe some things you got to work out. And I'm not here to judge anybody or say anything like that, free. But like it's pretty easy to manage.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Like I don't think it's like a struggle. It's not a heavy weight to lift. It is just like, yo, I saw it, and right. You get to a point in your relationship where y'all both see her. You know what I mean? Like y'all somewhere and be like, "Ooh, she was beautiful," right? Like, oh man, I told my boys about this, and I told Ari too. And she was with me, but like she didn't see her. Man, we was in Claremont, like the little old town area of Claremont with like the little stores or whatever.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And we walk in, and it's a homeless lady. I think she was home. I mean, she looked homeless in terms of like her setup, right? She had like a little blanket on the ground, like backpack and a cart.
Okay.
And she's like doing something. And she turned around. She was beautiful. I've never seen, I have never in my life seen a homeless woman and been like, oh my God. It was like, you know what I mean? She turned and it was like the sun hit her face and like there's like violins. And I was like, oh my God. And like, so we had got past her and I tapped her and I was like, did you see that lady? She was like, the homeless lady? I was like, man, we got to turn around. I was like, just look. And we turned around and walked back and she didn't turn around again. So we didn't see her. But I was like, man, that lady is beautiful. She's like, there's no way. And I was like, yeah, she must have just got homeless like today. Or she just like, she got a makeover and like then they sent her back on her homeless way. You know what I mean? Right. Like they do on them shows. Like, oh, we're going to take care of you. And they like make them look like pimp my ride. Like she just got her ride pimped.
All right, back to where you got to go.
Yeah, but man, she was absolutely beautiful. But in situations like that, in other situations, right? You see somebody, oh, she's pretty. And like, we're so comfortable in our relationship that you can say that kind of stuff or she can say that, right?
Yeah.
I don't really be like, oh, that dude's handsome, but I mean,
right.
Like, yeah, he's a good looking dude or whatever. Like, ain't no issue.
Right. Yeah.
Because I feel like she can manage it. You know, she's not gonna be like, oh, he is beautiful. Sorry.
Excuse me.
Yeah, step out of the way. And I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that to her, right?
Right. Yeah.
And that's so it's not that difficult to manage.
Nah, man.
But I think maybe he was just curious as what guys are doing. You just look. You see it. I'm sorry, you just see it. Yeah. See it. Don't look. Don't stare. Right?
Yeah.
Because your eyes will get stuck like that.
Yeah. It reminds me of that movie Devil's Advocate when Al Pacino was playing the devil. And he was like, God messes with you. Look, but don't touch.
Yeah.
Touch, but don't taste. Taste, but don't swallow. I think it's not really all that hard, my man, but okay.
No.
Sure. No. But yeah, I had the same moment, man. I was at this store. It's like a store where they sell like all the Amazon returns and all this kind of stuff. Actually, pretty cool store. But and I'm in there by myself. It's like on Fridays, it's like $1 for everything. So I'm like, let me see if I can grab a little something. We're going through stuff. This lady comes in, and she was damn near naked, man. But she was, she had on a full dress, but it was like see-through.
Okay.
So when I got home, I said, Tip, there was a naked lady at the store today. She was like, what?
Did you take a picture?
I was like, nah, I can't, that's, now we getting on creep status.
Yeah,
I can't.
I'm taking this picture so I can show my wife.
I just want to show my wife, man. And I mean, she, you know what I'm saying? Everything was put together. She looked, you know what I'm saying? Like a regular person with just a Instagram body.
Okay.
But just regular hair, regular face. But she had like a dress that was just kind of pretty much see-through. And I was like, why are you coming to the store? Maybe you need some attention or something, or I don't know. But Tiff was just breaking it down like some fabrics and the light, when you put it on in the dark, it looks fine in the light. And I was like, oh, okay, well.
She ain't had nobody to tell her.
Yeah,
ma'am,
maybe.
Your nipples are.
Yeah, ma'am.
See,
ma'am.
I don't know if you noticed. Headlights. Headlights are on.
But yeah. It was one of those moments where I'm just like, yeah. And like you said, she can handle it. I can handle it.
Yeah.
We're good, man.
We're adults, man. Like,
yeah.
You can see stuff and be okay with it. I don't think it's a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to pretend you didn't see it or act like it doesn't exist. Like, your wife is absolutely beautiful to you. She is the most beautiful woman in the world to you. Right. That doesn't mean that other people are not beautiful.
Right.
Right. It doesn't mean that their beauty is in conflict with hers. Like, if you think somebody else is attractive, automatically now you don't think she's attractive. That's not how it works.
Mm-hmm.
But, it's not all lives matter, It's just, listen, my wife's life matters. But yeah, so was there anything else in the group chat? I think that was, I think you had something else.
Yeah, so let me check my Palm Pilot.
What we have?
Actually, we have 55. What you thinking?
I think we can.
You want to end it and just pop it on the next one? Okay.
Yeah, because we're going to shortchange it if we do it right now.
We're going to run through it. Well, yeah, okay. So, check the next episode. We got something coming for y'all. We're going to, continue on in this. Maybe we'll just throw it in the side note or just jump into
Patreon.
It. Yeah.
It's been put in Patreon, so y'all got to pay $1.99 or whatever. I'm joking. I don't know what Patreon is.
I was going to say yes, man. $199 a month. And you can get...
You get the exclusives on the other side. All the stuff we talk about pre-pod and, some topics that don't make it to the episode. Right. So, but we should really do that, though. We'd be having little side chats that probably are, I think, interesting as well, just like the podcast. So maybe we work on putting that together.
Yeah, we should.
Because it's stuff that we talk about that don't make it on here.
Yeah.
So anyway, oh man, you gotta wrap it up.
Just don't drink, guys.
Choking on water.
Don't drink.
That's how you know you're old, man. Water's gonna take me out.
Right. Went down the wrong pipe.
Yeah. Yeah.
Work it out.
The guy gonna work it out. No, but let's wrap this thing up, man. Listen, fellas, appreciate you guys joining us.
Appreciate y'all.
Coming in, getting a little grown man game, hearing what we got going on. I think we probably should close with some actual grown man game. We just been talking for the last 50 minutes or so.
Hey, we gave y'all some sprinkle of grown man game.
We
right?
did. I think that you know what? I think the grown man game, the takeaway, especially from the group chat situation, is it is okay to recognize beauty. That's fine. Acknowledge it. Don't act on it.
There you go.
Right. I think that's probably the biggest thing, because if you want, you agreed, you signed up for this relationship, you signed up to be married, you signed up to spend the rest of your life with somebody. And whether that be like you're in early stages of a relationship or late stages of a relationship or wherever you are in a relationship, if you're with that person and you guys are exclusive, not like you're just dating or playing the field or whatever, but like you're exclusive. So this is probably for younger guys that maybe aren't married yet or considering it. Yeah, you can acknowledge the fact that other people are beautiful, but action is a whole nother step.
Yes,
so
sir.
We're not acting on things that are going to take away from our bottom line, right? My bottom line, my wife is my bottom line,
there you
right?
go.
Like that is where I'm grounded. That is where I want to be. That is the place that I want for the rest of my life. And I'm not finna mess that up.
No, sir.
For nobody.
Nobody.
So
nobody, baby.
So listen, man, if you guys aren't already following us on Instagram, make sure you do that. Grown Man Game Pod on Instagram. If you want to, ask some questions or, got some requests and things you want to maybe have us talk about, you can shoot us a DM on there, or you can email us at grownmangamepodcast@gmail.com. If you're not following Big Mike already, it's maybe Nice Mike, because he may be nice, but he may not be.
You know what I'm saying?
And I'm at Forfeit Fatherhood, the number 4. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. Shoot this to a brother that needs some game, or your boy that keeps looking at girls that he's not supposed to be looking at. Go ahead and slide in his DMs. Like, hey man, no, I'm not judging you, but this is an episode I think you should listen to.
Check it out.
All right, appreciate y'all.
All right, y'all. Deuces. What up, Rod?